Sorry, I missed the countdown. Anyway, hello folks. Happy New Year. We're back. Michelle is en route to her house, but we're gonna do this. All right.
We gonna do this, folks. We gonna do this. Happy New Year.
Well, Michelle, how was your New Year celebration?
Guideline Sisters is back for 2026, y'all. We in time for the regular season. That's all I'm hype about. That's all I'm hype about right now.
All right, all right. Well, do you want me to start us off with the rundown of Sunday's games? I'm
Oh
rolling
yeah.
down.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's start off with in Texas going up against Ole Miss. Y'all, I haven't seen the whole game yet, but I did see the highlights on ESPN. I am going to go back and watch this game. But
OMG, y'all. When I tell you Ole Miss coach, when I say she has transformed Ole Miss, like who would have thought? Who would have thought? Ole Miss is a contender, y'all. So
don't sleep on
don't
them.
don't don't sleep on Ole Miss at all. Like when I say SEC, to me is anybody's fair game as far as who can win this thing outright. I cannot sit here and say there's one team that will outright win the SEC.
Right. Right. Because they like Texas got by that game by the hair, they chin chin chinger by 3 points. In their last 3 or 4 games, they've won barely.
Right. It has not been by. It's been close margins as far as their victories.
Yes, you're breaking up just a tad. But anyway, we're gonna keep moving. So now we got South Carolina taking on Florida, y'all. South Carolina is still undefeated in the SEC. They're still 15-1. They're still holding the 3rd spot. But this was not an easy game for South Carolina. They fought to the bitter end, and the final score was 74-63. The box scores, Joyce only had 11 points.
Oh yeah, they held her down.
Yeah, Raven was the point getter in that game. She had 17. Tessa added 15. She shot poorly though. She was only 4-16. That's the thing that bothers me about South Carolina. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love South Carolina, but they're just not a good shooting team. Field goals.
Well, they don't have any big men right now. Now they're just waiting for this transfer to come in and start playing.
Yeah.
I can't think of the big that they just acquired, but we should see her real soon.
Yeah, it's another 6'5" girl, I believe, or 6'6". Yeah. Well, God did. She attributed. Well, she only had 5 points. I was expecting a little bit more from her, but maybe that. I mean, like I said, I didn't see this game either. I didn't see that game either. But anyway, moving on.
It was tough because you had like 3 pivotal games going on at the same time. Like I had my phone, I had my computer going, my TV. It was ridiculous.
Well,
why do y'all play all these big time games on at the same time? It's just tough.
You know, some of them were being played on what is it, the SEC channel, and then some of them were being played on ESPN.
Yeah, 2 were on ESPN and then SEC. Yep.
Now the games that I watched was the 3 o'clock Iowa State taking on Baylor. Girl, this was a good game. It was a good game. And they won it.
But you know what? What I saw in that game is you cannot have Audie Crooks as your only option to score. Yeah, we want to go inside. She's going to take up space, but guess what? Audie Brooks can only move so fast. Like, she doesn't go to come directly to her.
Yeah.
It has to.
Yes, she is not the pivotal player. They need somebody who they can put in that's more mobile, that can step out on those big shots, because she mostly likes to stay in the paint and play that area. That's what cost them the game. But I'm not putting the sole fault on her, because they I mean, she contributed what she can contribute. She still dropped 30-some points. So
exactly,
that's saying a lot for putting a lot of responsibility on her. Team effort.
Oh yeah. And it would have been nice if we had that clip of her, in the post game conference when, she was just saying, hey, right now when it comes down to regular season, yeah, it's crunch time. But
I got that. I can show it.
Okay.
Hold on for a second. Let me set it up. Right here. Go to share my screen. Allow. You see my screen? I'm sharing now.
Yes. There we go.
All right, y'all. So this is kind of what Artie Crooks had to say after the game.
Yeah, that's huge. You don't want to play your best basketball in January. You don't want to be a monster in January. You want to be a monster in March. And in order to do that, you need to recognize your flaws. You need to recognize your shortcomings. And if you don't lose, if we would have won today, those rebounds that I missed seem a lot less significant. Those shots that I missed seem a lot less significant. Those turnovers that we had seem a lot less significant. But when you lose, it really just puts everything out there. You have to look in that mirror and recognize what you need to do better. And because we have that. Oh, March. Yeah.
How valuable is that film, and how much?
All right, let me stop sharing. Am I back?
Oh yeah.
Can you see me now?
I can.
Okay.
She was.
But I can see the disappointment on her face after the game too, though, because she.
Very disappointed, and I think that's why I said she cannot be their only option, because a lot of pressure is being put on her because the plays that are being drawn up are to Adi Crooks.
Yeah,
it kind of reminded me of Love and Basketball. Monica, who was the star player of Love Basketball, when she went and played overseas, she could not understand a word they were saying because they were speaking in another language. So when she asked her teammate what did they say, the teammate was like, basically all the gibber that he said was pass Monica the ball.
I vaguely remember that. But anyway, she does have help. She has several guards, but like you said, it needs to be the other girl that comes off the bench, because Artie spends most of the time on the floor, and which I understand, because she is a hard guard, man. Like that, the two drop off on her, they have to step up. And the little point guard, she was trying to do that. And at one point, she had the ball, and Audie kind of looked at her like, pass me the ball, and she took it herself. But she didn't get upset with her. I think as they continue to play, I don't know if they're going to be a contender, because I think, teams that like to run, like Don's team or whatever, that would be different.
Mm-hmm.
I can see them probably finish, because they are like in the top 3 of their conference. I can see her winning. I can see them winning their conference.
Yeah,
definitely. All right, so moving on. And then we had Kentucky taking on Missouri. That was, not a problem. Kentucky finished them just like they finished LSU the night before, except it wasn't a close game.
It was not close.
No,
it was not close.
But go ahead.
No, we're good. Oklahoma.
Yeah, and Carolina. I can't believe I thought they had to. I turned off from it.
Oh, I thought they had it in the bag too against Stanford. That was That was a tough loss in overtime, correct?
Correct. In overtime. I mean,
In
they
overtime.
Stanford outscored them 12-6 in that OT. But
And again, there go to Renaya Kelly.
Yep. Let's Duke and Notre Dame. Were you surprised?
I'm not, because now, and I say this because postseason, Duke wasn't looking good. By the time the season started, Carol Lawson has them girls ready. And that's what we saw. Them guards do not be playing. Excuse me, y'all, I'm backing up. Those guards, when I say hands down, I know she got them out there running track during the off season because they are in shape. They hustle. They go hard the entire game. I never see them let off the gas.
Yeah. Now, see, that was my whole issue with Kim Mulkey. I'm like, you don't know what you're doing. She's talking about they just need to be tougher. Girl. Now,
No.
had rules in the beginning because you're playing tougher teams, but they are preparing you for March. So, it really was, like, why? Why are you trying to blame the girls? Don't blame the girls. That's your fault. And then, we talked again about Flage. Supposedly there's something going on with her ankles.
But I guess it just goes back to say, if this is what she's been doing all along when she has had these Angel Reese teams, these Simone Augustus teams, and they were tough, and they was, wreaking havoc in the SEC as well. I don't know. Again, I think it goes with the mental toughness of these players. They not built for it. I do think it's toughness.
I see that, but I also partly blame her as well because they've been playing these powder puff teams. How can you be prepared for something that you haven't faced yet?
Right.
So, but on that note, let's go ahead and talk about Maylasia. Let me put her. Let's talk about Maylasia. How would you grade her performance?
I mean, right now, I give her a B. I give her a B+.
Yeah.
Because she's coming in the game. She's doing what Malaysia's doing. She's not making right now as many turnovers, that we saw in South Carolina.
No, but she did have 5 for that game. She did lead the game.
Well, I expect that with folks that handle the ball.
Yeah. I would say this. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. So, I expect that she's coming in doing her part.
Yes, I on the other hand, and I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, I think her leadership abilities, she stepped up in this game, and she did what was necessary, like what Flage would normally do if Flage was on the floor, trying to make sure that things are going the way they should be going. Yeah, so I think she stepped up, taking that leadership role. She made some points. She got a few steals. And you gotta remember, she probably was very nervous going into this game because she wants to leave a good impression on Kim Mulkey, showing her that she does have those leadership abilities and she's able to play a whole game. Just a couple things she needs to work on. She needs to let the game come to her. Don't force it. She took some unnecessary risks. There was one crucial play when she tried to dribble the ball in between two people, and I think Blake's ended up with the ball going the other way.
Oh yeah.
If she would work on letting the game to her, not taking unnecessary risks, I think she's gonna be okay. But I mean, you can't really downgrade her too much because it's only her third start.
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So.
Sure.
But I mean, and then Kim Mulkey, she didn't have nothing positive to say about her team. Nothing.
She didn't. There was nothing positive that was said. I mean,
yeah, I mean, at least Don gonna do 3 or 4 positive things before she go to the bad stuff. This chick,
I mean,
she gonna do it. She's tired and she just want to get through it and go home.
True.
When she know that's part of the contract. Yep. So it's still undefeated.
Yep.
Texas is still undefeated. Who else? Texas Tech is still undefeated, and you.
That's it. Those are the 4 teams, right?
Yep. And I think UConn is gonna stay undefeated the whole year.
I guess the loss to those teams that were undefeated, just and from because Michigan took their first loss, TCU to an unranked team, so it just exposed their weaknesses, is what it did. It just exposed their weaknesses, which that's what you want. I'd rather you do it now at the beginning of the season so we can work on that.
True. I think as Duke continue to work on their shooting, because defense is on clank. But as far as offense, they need just to be a little bit more consistent.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come down to Duke and Louisville for the ACC, to be quite honest.
I will agree. I agree with that. I was anyway. Enough about that. Let's move on and talk about in the new rankings. We have to talk about the new rankings.
Because we did have some teams skid on down.
Sure did. UConn still holding number 1, Texas still holding number 2, South Carolina still holding number 3, Oklahoma, Kentucky, Vanderbilt, Maryland still sitting at number 8, Michigan number 9, Louisville number 10. I would think Louisville is gonna make a move up to get another win. Our number 11, I don't know what they were before. LSU dropped from number 5 to number 12 now. TCU is holding 13, Iowa 14, Michigan 15, Baylor 16. They went up. Texas Tech is still holding 17, Ole Miss 18, Ohio State 19, Tech 20, South Carolina. Not South Carolina. Excuse me, y'all. Southern California. They're still holding 21, 22, North Carolina, 23, Washington, 24, Princeton, and the 25th spot is held by Nebraska now. That is your current rankings as of this weekend.
Wow.
Yes. All right. So I'm gonna put a picture on the board and you just tell us about it.
All right. What we got? Oh yeah, this was devastating, right? You see what it says, breaking news. And of course they could not have put this out until everybody's gearing up for the second season of Unrivaled, and then they hit us with Fee is gonna be out having surgery, ankles, right? So this will give her time to prepare and come back to Minnesota so they can win them a championship next season. So with that being said, Unrivaled broke out yesterday, which was crazy because they had games in the middle of the day. Had 2 games in the middle of the day yesterday, which started off with the Mist and the Hive, which is one of the newest teams. Miss taking that win 72-56. Alicia Gray, you know Alicia Gray gonna come. Where did she go to school? South Cackalack.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Alicia Gray, that's right. I'm sorry.
21 points. She held it down, 21 points. And again, this is a fast-paced game, y'all. When I tell you, only hold the rock, but for so long, they getting that ball up and down the court quick. So it's very quick. And one thing about it is at the end of the third quarter, when time has expired, the team that is up, they will add an additional 11 points to whatever that score is. And that is the total points that the teams have to achieve to win the game. So it is to the advantage of course, the team that is winning. They will reset quicker. So, again, Miss take the win, 72-56 over the Hive, which is our newest team. And then you had Vinyl taking on the Laces. Vinyl took the L in that one, 42 points, but Erica Wheeler, she put down 12 points. Jackie Young contributed with 15 points for the Laces. And with this year, they kind of mixed it up. You had some of the old players, they stayed on the team, but they also mixed it up, switched up some players around to see how that was going to work. For the evening nightcap, you had Lunar Owls taking on Rose, 60-80. Leah Edwards, she dropped 23 points in the loss for the Lunar Owls. Rose was held down by Chelsea Gray, the point guard, 35 points.
Point God.
35 points, y'all. Okay. And closing out, which everybody was waiting on to see the debut of Paige Bucket Beckers with the Breeze, and she did what she did. She was the high scorer for the Breeze, which the Breeze, they didn't breeze in this game, but they won 69-62 with Beckers hitting for 24 points. So she did very well in her debut. I will say that was to be much expected anyway. You know, her coming out there with the fadeaway and, you know, the drop step, everything like that. So look forward to the season. Right now they're playing in Miami, but again, Unrivaled is going on the road, so they will be Unrivaled Philly in February. So
I watched a little bit of that game. So what's the deal with Angel Reese?
Not sure what's going on with Reese. Unsure about that one.
She got all these sponsors, engagements and stuff.
Get her bag is what she doing.
Right?
She get her bag is what she doing. So hey, if you can do it like CC, get your bag, okay? Rest and get your bag.
I know why CC ain't playing.
So, you know, it's all good. It's all good.
Have all these picks come for her to get open. She don't have an individual game. She just knows how to shoot. She's kind of like, what's his name?
Okay, what about?
I said she's like J. Riddick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She is. That's it.
Yeah.
So can you safely say, as far as you know, like I said, with regular season really getting going this past week, like I definitely, like right now, I can sit here and confidently say UConn will be back in the finals.
For sure.
Because AZ Fun, she played like she never was hurt. Like she is going all out.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, that's expected. They already say that she's gonna be the number one.
Oh, she has to be. And Sarah Shaw, we know she's gonna be number one when she come out.
Yeah.
Sarah Shaw is gonna be number one when she comes out. Her mama probably gonna be like, "You gonna stay there and get your education?" And that's exactly what she said. You gonna stay there and get your education.
Most women,
And
women do. We
so
finish.
yeah, again, we don't have the luxury of getting them high dollar contracts and everything like that, payrolls, paydays. So we gotta stay there.
That's another whole show. We're gonna have to talk about that because I heard a conversation about Project B today that was on women's hoops. And I'll share that conversation with you, but we got to do a whole show about that, like all the options that are out here for these girls going into the league overseas. They got Project B, they got Unrivaled, they got Athletes Unlimited.
Well, I kind of started that conversation about Project B already, who they already got, like Cardoso. They already in talks with her.
Yeah, but NECA was the first.
NECA was the first, though, but they paying. So
yeah, well, they were saying, I'm gonna give you smidget. Go ahead.
But like you said, we definitely got to have a whole conversation because I see now where the WNBA is going to try to penalize these players who are playing because the seasons
clash.
Yep, going to overlap.
But you know,
and they're trying to start the WNBA season sooner for that. That's manipulation.
But they also maybe taking away their housing too if they're gonna give them more money.
Yes, they are. It's kind of like it's a win-win, win-lose situation.
It's a win-lose or lose-lose because I mean
it is. You're not winning if you're taking something away.
Yeah, but you know what? You mostly are going to attract these players who don't get the big sponsors. That's what Cheryl had said on the show. She said it's the people who, you know, like the Angel Reese's and CC and Asian, those girls that are getting those big sponsorships, so they making that buku money. They won't be the ones that'll be leaving. It'll be the ones really not.
Oh yeah, your Dejanay Carrington.
Yeah, they're stars, but they're not getting the big money.
Right. Exactly.
Yep.
For the love of basketball,
you know,
for the love of the game.
I'd be like, the WNBA need to deal with that. They'd be like, well, we're going to find it. They'd be like, okay. So that could be like the bulk of your WNBA not returning. What you going to do?
Right.
Because you have enough girls to fill those shoes.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, right? That's pretty bad.
But what I do like is the possibility that they'll be making $200,000 as a rookie.
Oh yeah, coming in. Hey, let me make $200,000. I come sit on the bench. I will practice.
I would
show up, but of course I want to play.
Yeah, I would like to know what is the average lifespan of a WNBA player.
Well, you got some that's making probably $400,000.
No, I'm just like, how long do they usually play? What's the league length? How long do they stay in the league?
Oh, got you.
I guess.
Well, hey, look at Griner. She's the oldest player.
Yeah, but Griner hadn't been there that long. She ain't been there as long as NECA and Griner been there a long time too.
So you got some folks that's been in the league 12 years or more.
Yeah, but
I
might have to chat GPT that question.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But anyway,
that's all I got.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think we have reached the end on that. We just pretty much have to see how things go. And we're going to put together some info, y'all, and just talk about the diversity of what these girls have. I remember a time, I don't know if you remember, I'm going to say this and then we can go. When they first started putting women's basketball, I think it started with the ABL or something like that. And they had them they had them in these little tight, like bathing suits, almost with their booties hanging out and stuff, just so that they could it could be attractive for the men to watch. So the men, would pick up on. I was
Mhm.
like, and now
Yeah,
look at where it came from.
they was definitely trying to overly sexualize the women players, you know. And now you got the guys wanting to wear the shorts a certain way, or the roll downs with the women, So it's really weird, because back then when Teaspoon and all them and Lisa Leslie,
Mhm.
those were the baggy shorts down to their knees. Now, everybody's rolling them down, so they come up looking like 6 inches.
Well, the thing that they discovered is that when you wearing that long, sometimes they get caught on your knee.
Yeah, they do. It is a distraction.
Yeah, you want shorts that are appropriately, come at least mid-thigh. At
Right.
least I because you can't otherwise.
Right.
Yeah. Well, all righty then. Until next time.
Is that it? That's it, folks?
That's it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Sideline Sisters 3542 at gmail.com. I'm going to start that next.
Peace, y'all.